Welcome back, you're watching DD India and this is Voice of the Global South. Let's move on to our next stories. South China Sea has once again become a flashpoint as China fired water cannons at a Philippines resupply vessel in a bid to stop the movement of the ship. Not just that, two naval vessels of China and Philippines even collided with each other in this entire fiasco a day later. The incident took place near a contested reef in South China Sea, which is controlled by Philippines but has been claimed by China, which has also claimed almost all of South China Sea region despite claims by various other countries in the Southeast Asia.
A Philippine boat and a Chinese Coast Guard ship collided near Second Thomas Shoal, a contested reef in the South China Sea, as the tensions between the two countries escalated to dangerous levels. A day earlier, Philippines Coast Guard ships and a civilian resupply vessel were water cannoned by Chinese Coast Guard ships in a bid to prevent the movement of the Philippines ships. Meanwhile, the Philippines government called the action by the Chinese Coast Guard a serious escalation.
This is a serious escalation on the part of the agents of the People's Republic of China. The use of water cannons numerous times, long-range acoustic devices or LRADs, as well as other movements against the BFAR vessels, which caused severe, though temporary, discomfort and incapacitation to some Filipino crew, as well as dangerous and unsafe maneuvers, is completely unacceptable.
The Foreign Ministry of the Philippines called the Chinese actions an infringement upon their sovereignty and a violation of international laws.
China's purported exercise of maritime law enforcement powers, interference with Philippine rotation and resupply missions, harassment and intimidation of Philippine fisherfolk, or any other activity that infringes upon Philippine sovereignty and jurisdiction in Bahama Masinloc and the Philippine sovereign rights and jurisdiction in Ayungin Shoal are violation of international law, particularly the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea.
The Chinese Foreign Ministry, however, justified the actions by its Coast Guard and claimed it will continue to take similar actions in the region.
China will continue to take the necessary measures in accordance with its domestic law and international law to resolutely respond to any acts of infringement and provocation and firmly safeguard its territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests.
China claims almost the entire South China Sea, a channel for more than $3 trillion of annual commerce, which includes parts claimed by the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. The Permanent Court of Arbitration at The Hague said on July 12, 2016 that there was no evidence that China had exercised exclusive control historically over the key waterway, and its claims had no legal basis. However, with China downplaying the ruling, there are risks of South China Sea becoming a flashpoint for a larger conflict, which can turn hazardous for the entire region.